Hey, what's up, God's people and fellow ambassadors? Welcome back to the Ambassadors channel. Here it is all about motivating you, the people of God, to be true disciples of Jesus Christ. This is your first time tuning in. I want to say thank you very much for doing so. Do me a favor, watch this video all the way to the end. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button, as well as go back, check out some of my previous videos in the past, and let me know what you think about those as well. So today I want to talk real briefly on Luke chapter 18 and verse 26. So let me give you a little backdrop on before I get to verse 27. So a rich young ruler approached Jesus and said, "Hey, good master, what must I do to inherit eternal life?" And Jesus responded and said, "Thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt honor thy mother and thy father." And the rich young ruler says, "Well, I have been doing all of this from my youth on up. I have been, obeying the commandments per se. That's what I've been doing, Jesus." And so Jesus said, "Yeah, but do this one thing. Sell all that you have, all your possession, everything that you work hard for. Sell it and then distribute it to the poor and come follow me." He said, "Sell everything and then come follow me." And the rich young ruler, like most of us probably would do, is become hesitant. Let me think about that for a little bit. The rich young ruler basically became sad, and Jesus saw that, and Jesus responded and said, "It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle." And if you ever seen the eye of a needle, it's very thin. The eye of a needle, it's hard enough trying to get a small thread through the eye of a needle, much less a camel. He said it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter into the kingdom of heaven or to receive eternal life. And of course, his disciples who heard that, and all the people that were standing by, began to say, "But who can get it? Who can get into heaven? Who is able to inherit this eternal life? Nobody can." And of course, that is impossible. That is a impossible task. And Jesus responded with something that's very awesome, powerful, encouraging, and hopeful for everyone. Here's what he said in verse 27. Now, he said that the things which are impossible with man are possible with God. Let me say that again. The things which are impossible with man are possible with God. In other words, when you're walking with God, when we're trusting him, when we are abiding with him, there are going to be some impossible things for us to do, which is impossible in our own strength. It is impossible. But God comes in at that moment and perform the impossible and make it possible. It's like a partnership. You do your part and I will do my part. All is required for me to do in those instances when things appear to be impossible, because as we continue to walk with him and trust him and walk in faith, there are going to be a lot of things that you're instructed to do or asked to say that you think it's impossible for me to do this. It's impossible for me to work this kind of job. It is impossible for me to go back to school. It is impossible for me to have this kind of job. It is impossible for me to do whatever it is that you think is impossible, Jesus is instructing you to do. But understand that in those moments when you have something in front of you that indeed is impossible, but God is the one who is instructing you to do it, just know that all he is requiring at that moment is for you to trust and obey. Trust and obey. And he will do the impossible and make it look like you're the one who's making it possible. Jesus said to them, "Whatever is impossible for you to do, I can do it. I will make it happen." In other words, you're not the one who's going to make the impossible possible. I'm the one who's going to make the impossible possible. All I need you to do in cases like this is to trust me and obey what I'm telling you to do, because in your obedience, the impossible become possible through me. The impossible become possible through me. And I thought that was so powerful and encouraging for all of us, all believers, all people of God who are walking and trusting in him, that don't look what you cannot do. Don't look at what you're incapable of doing within your own strength, that is. Look at the one who is instructing you to do it. Look at the one who is giving you guidance and direction on what to do. And he is the one who will make it possible. All he is requiring at that moment of impossibility is trust and obedience. Trust and obedience. That's what he was saying to the rich young ruler, per se. All the rich young ruler had to do was just trust what Jesus was saying. Let go of all his wealth. Here's what I found out: when you're walking with Jesus, you will never not have what you need. We may think that we don't have enough of a thing right now, but you will always be supplied with what you need. He said, sell everything that you have and follow me. If I'm following him, and he's the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords, the possessor of heaven and earth, that have everything and no lack, then I have everything that I am going to need. And this is what he's saying. This is what he's saying. He's saying, whatever is impossible for you to do, don't worry about it. As long as you're walking with me, don't worry about it. I'm going to take care of the impossible. You just do what you need to do, which is trust and obey. Trust and obey. Trust that I can do it. It's a partnership. If I'm walking with Jesus and we're clicking together, oh yeah, just trust that whatever I instruct you to do, whatever he's instructing you to do, whatever he's saying you can do, even though in your physical ability, in your mental capacity might not be able to understand that, just trust. When you don't know, you don't see it, just trust in who he is, the integrity of who he is, what he's capable of doing, and obey. God bless.